Welcome back, ladies and gents, to my guitar lesson of the song Waterslide by Chon, Part 1. We're kicking it off with a palm mute on the A string open note. That's a downstroke. Then we're going to upstroke on the high E string, pull off 9 to 7 with our ring finger on the 9 and our index finger barring the B and E string on the 7. So we pull off 9 to 7, downstroke 7 on the B. So right there we are simply picking into nowhere and sliding into 12. In this case it's an upstroke, sliding into 12, pull off 11, pull off 9. And then we go to the B string, pick it once, pull off 12 to 9. So we tap with our right hand on the 19 using our middle finger. We have our finger, index finger, left hand ready on the 9th fret, and you're going to slide into 12. So you're going to tap, pull off, and then slide to 12. From there you're going to hammer on 14, 16. Then you're going to pick 12 on the B string. Then you're going to legato your way back on the high E string, pulling off this time 16, 14, 12. Then you go on the B string, 16, 12, pull off, and then 14 on the G string. Then with your middle finger you pick palm mute the low E string 12, and then you move on to pulling off 13 to 11 on the G string. From there you're going to perform a sweep, small little sweep. You're going to be hammering on from 11 to 14 on the A string and then sweeping downwards onto 13, 11 and 12. Take a look. So we hammer on from 11 to 14 on the A string, then we have 13, sweep picking down, then we have 11 on the G string, and then 12 on the B string. Then we move on to 14, 13, 11 on the G string. And then you go back to 13 and you bend it. Pull off to 11, hammer on back to 13. The second part is, for me personally, very tricky. In this part we are going to be hybrid picking with our right hand. That means we're going to be picking with a pick and using our fingers to finger pick other notes. First you want to start with the right finger positionings for the little chords we're playing, plucking away notes. We have on the low E string 5 with our middle finger, and with our ring finger on the G string 6. You're going to play those together, low E string picked with a pick and the G string plucked with your finger. You're going to let it ring, of course. Then you shift your middle finger lower from the G string onto the B string so that you can pick the open note there, pluck it, I should say. Then you have your ring finger open. You're going to then pluck the high E note 4 with your index finger left hand on the 4th fret. Pull off, then go back to the B string with your middle finger and pluck 7 with your pinky on the 7th fret B string. Let's take a look slowly. Very tricky, a lot of right hand, left hand coordination needed there. Be sure to practice slowly. From there you're going to move your index finger and bar the 4th fret entirely. You're going to be picking the low E4 and plucking G and B string 4. Then you're going to repeat the same pattern up to a certain point. So 5, 6, play together. Then open note, B string, 4, pull off on the high E, and then you're going to play a full chord. Well, not a full chord. You're going to then put your finger, index finger, barring the 4, and you're going to play low E4 with your pick and pluck 4 and 7. So that's 4 on the G string and 7 on the B string together. From there, you're going to move to the high E string, and then you're going to play 4, 7, or should I say legato your way into it. You hammer on 4 to 7, slide to 9, then you're going to play 3-note chord 7, 7, 9. That's barring on the with your index finger on the 7th fret, 7, 7, G and B string, and then pinky on the, or ring finger on the 9 high E. Then you're going to shift your finger positioning, so you're going to move your index finger to the high E7 and use these two fingers, middle and ring finger, for the other notes, which are 9 on the B and 9 on the G. And slide from 9 on the G to 11. From there, you're going to bar, and this part is very tricky. You're going to first bar on the 9th fret, and you're going to be picking the low 9 with your low E9 with your pick and plucking with your middle finger on the G9. You're going to then let it ring, play on the D string 9, play on the B string 9, and then G string 9. From here, you're going to shift your fingers around. You use your middle finger on the 8th fret on the low E. You add your ring finger onto the G string, and then you add, or should I say bar, with your index finger starting on the D string 7 all the way down to the B string 7. You're going to then pluck 8 on the low E and 8 on the G string. Pick 7 on the D, pluck 7 on the B string, and then hammer on with your pinky 9. And then move to the last chord. That's 5 on the low E, 6 on the D string, and 6 on the G string. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that lesson and that it was helpful. We will be continuing with part 2, hopefully in the coming week. Remember, keep on playing, keep on rocking, don't stop practicing, and I will see you all again in the next video. Peace out.